Hey, I'm going to say this, Devon, and I'm this is a compliment. You look yoked. Doesn't he look like a...
Yeah.
Do you lift?
Yeah, I mean, you look, what's the word the kid... Swole? Is that what the kids
swole,
say?
yoked.
Yoked.
Yeah.
You look incredible.
I should have worn my shirt that says yoked. It would have been
Guess what?
way better.
Guess what, pal? You don't have to, because you've got the muscles to prove it. Your muscles have muscles. It's out of control. What's going on here? Do you lift every day? What's the story?
Yeah, I do work out quite often. I've been training for... I mean, how old am I now? I'm almost 33. So since I was like 16.
Wow. I started working out when I was 55.
Okay.
And I'm still on very light weights.
You'll get there, though.
Yeah. No, and I'm in my 70s. I'm going to move up to the old 20-pounder.
Okay.
Then you'll get
It's
there.
all about progress.
You're a very nice guy, Devon. You'll get there. By the time you're in your 90s, you'll be okay. Are you a professional athlete in any way?
I'm not a professional. I would make that clear for sure.
Okay.
But I did compete in bobsleigh last year for our Canadian national team.
Oh, you're kidding. Wow. You're a serious bobsledder.
I would call it former because I'm not doing it this year, but last year I did do it. It was my first year, and it was. I was on the World Cup team. Last year.
Whoa.
I think when I sent the email last year, I could be wrong. I sent applications a few times to you guys, but when I made the team, I was like, I'm going to send it, and hopefully Conan will want to talk to me now. And I might have been in Europe right when I sent it. So
yeah, but let me tell you something, Devon. If I was on a bobsled for 2 seconds, I would spend the rest of my life telling people that I was I was a bobsledder. That's just me. You're being way too modest. It sounds like, this is serious stuff. You have competed at a top level.
Yeah, I was very, I say lucky. I was also just very fortunate to be in good positions. I put myself there and put myself out there last year, and was able to just find my way into one of our top sleds last year, and somehow ended up over there. It was okay. I just took a shot at it. So
I don't know. We've all seen the images of bobsledding, but I don't know much about it. I know there's a couple of you are crammed into a bobsled. How many?
So it's either 2 or 4. 4, it gets real cozy in there, but it's nice. You're with your buddies, kind of going down.
Well, and if they're not your buddies, they become your buddies real fast.
Yeah, they do for sure.
So you are interlocked with these. There's 4 of you, and you're on this sled that's like a rocket. And how fast do you go at times?
150 kilometers an hour.
Damn it, you and your metric system.
Sorry.
I don't know. Is that, that could be 11 miles an hour for all I know. I'm sorry, I'm very ignorant. I want 150. My cat can run 150 kilometers an hour.
93 miles.
Wait, 93 miles an hour?
And what is that in kilometers?
Yeah, stop it.
What?
I just got us off of that.
Okay, all right.
Wait a minute. So 93 miles an hour on a bobsled. I don't understand. What happens if you crash?
You hang on for dear life because there's no seatbelts.
Do you fall out? What happens?
You can. If you don't hang on, you will fall out. Yeah, like it's kind of my first crash. I learned it real quick. I was doing a 2-man, so it doesn't go quite as fast. It gets to, I don't know what it is in miles per hour, but it gets to like 140-ish kilometers an hour, and we crashed probably at the fastest point on the track in Whistler, and you feel it right away. It's like trying to kick you out. It's like almost like a bull just trying to kick you off. So you have to like grab on to the frame and pull yourself back in and just try and stay in. The other thing is if you let yourself come out, you're usually scraping on ice. There's walls, so you might hit them. You're trying to get as low into the sled so that the sled takes it and not your body.
But wait a minute, are you wearing any protection?
There's a helmet, and then we have what is called a burn vest. So to prevent any ice burn from like skidding on it, you have this like Kevlar vest. But other than that, it's just a speed suit.
Oh. Okay. I don't understand. I don't understand how you're not killed. I'm being serious. I don't understand how if someone threw me at 93 miles an hour onto ice, and I was just wearing a skin tight suit, which wouldn't look great, by the way, and a helmet, there'd be an immediate funeral. Just an immediate. A doctor wouldn't even check on me. They would just They would just put me in a box and have
you
a
would
funeral.
just slide down the track into
a coffin.
crowd of
We would all be
people
waiting.
dressed in black.
Yeah, we would
and
all wait.
The coffin would be opened at one end, and I'd slide right in. And they'd say, well, there he goes, ashes, 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 and put me down. So, I mean, have you ever been seriously hurt?
I haven't. I've been really fortunate. Our crashes, one looked violent. It wasn't that bad in it, but it looked really bad. Just because you're about halfway down, we crashed, we tipped over. And as you're going through all these turns going down, the sled's just doing its own thing. No one's controlling it. So when it goes up on a turn, it comes back down like as if it's coming down on your head. You can kind of feel it. You're just hanging on. Again, you're with your buddies. So you're kind of like hanging on like, okay, let's hope we all don't fall out and get hurt here. But
that's a pretty low-key conversation you guys are having. It's 93 miles an hour. You're soaring through an ice tunnel, out of control. Kind of hope we don't get hurt here. Interesting. Is one of you reading the paper? Oh, look. It says here the Oilers are in town.
I think like the last crash that we had, I was thinking like my first thought was like, because it was our first 4-man on the World Cup together. And I'd like told my family all back home, like, this is where you can watch it. Make sure you tune in. It's at this time. And like first thing I was like, oh man, my mom is watching this and she's not going to like this sport anymore.
No.
Just because that's all I was thinking the whole time. I'm like, oh man, I need this to like end so I can pop out and just like give her a thumbs
show
up.
her that you're all right. Quick
yeah.
question. My instinct would be, I would want to be like the third person in a 4-person, because if something went wrong, I would try to use the bodies in front and behind me.
Buffer.
As a buffer, as a shield. Is that a sign of low character on my part? Like I would try to be positioned behind you so that I could steer you towards the ice and the rocks, because your body is. I'm just being honest.
Your
and you
legs
seem like
are too long.
What?
Your legs are too long though to
Yeah,
sit in the
that's
third
right.
Well,
position.
I think the minute the crash starts, my legs would fall off. They'd say, "Oh, look, two strands of denim spaghetti just fell off the back of the."
So, excuse me, you're wearing denim during
I'm wearing
this
denim.
bobsleigh
Yeah,
thing?
I'm not putting on this goddamn Kevlar. What do I look like? I'm a man. See,
Up here to the Canadian tuxedo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm just being honest with you. I would try to use your body to absorb all the punishment.
Well, I was the third guy. So when you load, you have like a routine.
Yeah.
I was the third guy. And I mean, in the crash, your instinct is to get as low as possible into the sled. So yeah, in fairness, I am trying to get lower than everyone else in that sled.
Yeah. You know what I would do? I would build a little trap door in the sled so that there's some steps so I could go downstairs into a tiny little room and read a novel during the crash.
How big is your bobsled?
It's a bigger bobsled, yes. It's less aerodynamic.
Yes.
But at my insistence, it has, when the crash starts, excuse me, gents. And I open a little door and then you hear footsteps going down some steps, and then I shut it. There's a little Coco, and I read the third Harry Potter. I think it's Harry Potter and the stone that's made of bones. And I'm in there with a little sweater and stuff, and there's a little fireplace.
No one's going to want to be on your team.
Yeah, you don't know about bobsledding like
Your
I do.
bobsled sounds more like one of those big, tall
double-decker.
vans. It's going to tip over all the time.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So suddenly you're the expert, Devon. I think I know a little more about bobsledding than you do, having spoken to you and seen a photograph.